just wanted to take some time to show you a little bit about what I do with my monthly grocery budget and how I make it work with my bulk purchases. So let's just go ahead and take a quick look at this receipt. Obviously it's not a receipt. I'm not going to Costco or anywhere bulk this month due to our savings plan. So I just thought I would make up a fake receipt just so you can kind of see my process. So normally everything I have here would be on a receipt, and everything I'm going to do today I would do on my receipt. So we can look at some of the things that I would have purchased in bulk, and I've kind of estimated what the prices might have been. And then we can kind of decide what things are going to last over the course of a month and which things are going to just be for the week. So my monthly grocery budget, sorry about the shadows, but my monthly grocery budget kind of looks like this. Every week I have allotted myself a total of $100. And so that is the most money that I can spend each week on groceries. Now, I also have a couple other things in place. As I've talked about, I have a household budget. That's $100 a month that I add to household budget for things like paper towels, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, anything along those lines that helps us keep our house going throughout the course of the month. Additionally, I have a household maintenance fund. This is similar to an emergency savings fund, kind of, except that it's not really for emergencies. It's for keeping the emergencies from happening and also just for general maintenance in our home. So that can include anything that would be useful for helping our home out during the month. Additionally, because it's on my list normally at Costco, something like litter, I have an animal fund, or a cat fund as we talk about it at our place, and that's $50 a month, and that covers litter and it covers food for our cats. So that doesn't cover vet visits. Those things all fall into a different category. So just something to think about. So now when I get my receipt and I come home, I always look at what I can use this week and what would be for the month. So let's start with the animal crackers. That would be a monthly thing because that's something that my girls are going to use over the course of the month. They divvy them out by serving size, and we always have enough to do for lunches every month. So using my trusty calculator here, I'm going to take $4.50 divided by 4 weeks, right? For a total of about $1.13. Yeah. I don't know why it does that. Okay, so then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna subtract $1.13, if I can keep my paper from moving, from each one of these categories, just to account for the animal crackers. See how I did that? Now, milk is definitely only going to last us a week. My daughter Rebecca loves to drink milk, so that's going to just go in week 1. So you can kind of see how I'm doing this. So honestly, while I could go through each and every one of those, what I'm going to start by doing is I'm just going to circle the ones that are going to go for the whole month. Obviously, eggs, 5 dozen, that will probably last us 2 weeks. I'm not going to circle that just yet. But I've got a couple other things that will probably last us the whole month. Salmon patties. We'll probably eat 1 serving of those per family, maybe per week. So those will probably last the whole month. Protein powder. That'll last the whole month. And I think that's about it. So for groceries at least, so instead of subtracting each individual one like I've done here, let's just go ahead and use our trusty calculator again. We'll add up $4.50 plus $11.99, oopsie, plus $25, $41.49, and we'll divide that by 4. So that means for my monthly, over the course of the month stuff, $10 and about 38 cents can be subtracted. So if we go back over here, I'm gonna just cross this out and I'm just gonna put $10.38. That's what I'm gonna subtract from each month. Or from, not month, from each week. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it's kind of hard to write with that, but I'll just start with there. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, Now, if I go back here, I can look very specifically at this list and just pull the things that are going to go in my household budget. Now remember, this is cleaning supplies and paper products more than likely. So we've got paper plates. And see, I just underline. If I've already circled, then I'll underline the next round. So toilet paper. And what else might we have on the list? Do we have anything else? Nope, that's all. So I'm gonna go to my trusty calculator again, and I might be able to do this in my head, but I'm not gonna mess that up. $30.05 is what's gonna come out of our household budget. See? All right, now let's talk about the maintenance fund. Obviously, I have something big on here. I have batteries. So we're gonna add batteries to the maintenance fund. That's the only thing that should go on the maintenance fund. So, sorry, I had a cat join me. All right, so let's add batteries to our maintenance fund. Okay, now animal fund. Obviously there's litter, so let's take the litter off. $11.50 goes here. So I'm gonna cross that off. And we took this one off. So now we have my Millie cat, who is always a helper. We have the rest of these items. So then we can just go ahead and add them up if we know that they are all going to be. So actually I did say one thing about the eggs. I said that that would be 2 weeks. So let's just go ahead. We're gonna divide that in 2, and that would be $3.25 over 2 weeks, right? So let's go ahead and add that $3.25 to the first 2 weeks of the month. $3.25. Done. Okay, so we'll take that off our list here. And now we know that we have milk, which I'm adding up over here. And we have crackers at $3.50. And we have cheese at $6.25. And we have rice at $3.75. And we have chicken, which is always expensive, at $22.30. We have chips at $4.99. We have frozen fruit, which I'm using for my smoothies. And we've accounted for everything else. So the total on that is $53.54. So let's go back over here to week 1, which is the week we're shopping in right now. 54. Okay? And then let's go ahead and just add up. So we've got $10.38 plus $3.25 plus $53.54. $67.17 is the total that we've spent, right? Which leaves us with $32.83 left. See how that works? So for this week, I know I have $32.83, which is fantastic if I have another list of some things I needed at the regular grocery store, right? Maybe I needed bread and toothpaste and almond milk and tea. Obviously toothpaste, that would go in our household budget, but bread and almond milk and tea, those need to go in that week 1 budget for this week, right? Now, I also know that if I go ahead and I subtract that $10.38 from week 2 and the $3.25 from week 2, then I have $86.37 left for week 2. Week 3, I have $10.38 spent, right? Which means that I will have $89.62 left. In week 4, it'll be the same thing, $89.62 left. So, when I go back to the grocery store in week 2, if I buy stuff for week 3 and week 4, then I will also make those, split those items over the course of those 2 weeks as well. Now, I know that my household budget, if I have used $30.05, then I have $69.95 left for the month. And my household maintenance fund, that's whatever's left from last month. So Normally I add to it every month. Sometimes it's $100, sometimes it's $200, but ultimately that will just be subtracted from whatever money is already there. My animal fund, I will have $38.50 left, which means that I will be able to buy cat food, which is expensive. So anyways, I hope this gives you an idea of how I use my receipts to break down the amounts that I'm spending each week and kind of make sure that I'm tracking with my budget. Now, if I got down to here and I recognized that I really had spent the whole $100, then we would be out of money this week. And I would have to wait till next week, which ideally is kind of the beauty of having a weekly budget, because at least I haven't run out of money for the entire month. I've just run out of money for the week, and next week I can try again. So most of us can go 6 or 7 days without having to worry too much about whether or not we have money in our account to buy food. Normally we can just go to the refrigerator, the freezer, or the pantry, and even though it might not be ideal, it will still work. So just something to think on, and thank you for watching.